Good afternoon, ladies. Welcome to Netzach Week. I have to be honest with all of you. I've never in my life made videos like this before, and this has truly been a test of my endurance. But having said that, we are going to plow forward because that's what Netzach is all about. It's putting our right leg forward and trying and doing the best that we possibly can. And again, just to review what we said yesterday, what is it that gives us this ability to endure, this ability to keep going when the Yetzer Hara says to yourself, to myself, to Mariafa, this is crazy and you can't do this and this is not working out and just forget about it and go do something else already. And what we said yesterday is that whose voice is it that's talking there? So that's my ego part. That's the part of me that feels separate and independent from Hashem talking. But the part of us that we really want to hone in on and we really want to learn to access this week is the neshamadik part of myself, the nitzchi part of myself, because that's the key to having what we call divine endurance, opposed to human endurance, right? If I'm just relying on my body, so my physical endurance is finite. It can only go so far. And oftentimes my ego will trip me up and not allow me to go anywhere at all. The only part of me that really allows me to continue to push forward in spite of the obstacles, in spite of the resistance, is if I can tap into this nitzchi neshamadika part of myself. That brings us very nicely into today's meeting, which is Gvurah Netzach, because it's really through the meat of Gvurah, through strength, that we are really able to access a very, very powerful part of our neshama. And where do we see this Gvurah as exemplified in the Torah and the Chumash? And again, we said that from the Zohar, our Amunah, our faith in Hashem is rooted in Netzach. And there's no more clear example of this than the recounting of Kriyas Yamsuf, which we just celebrated Shvi Shel Pesach just a couple of weeks ago. And what was Kriyas Yamsuf, right? The Jewish people, they're at the edge of the sea, and the Egyptians are behind them. The sea is in front of them, and there's nowhere to go. And what does Hashem do? He just splits the sea. He splits it entirely. Wow, that's amazing. And how does this splitting of the sea, how does this strengthen our Amunah? Because again, Gvurah Netzach is the strength. Is the strength aspect of Mida, of strength that's going to reinforce our Amunah. So we see it in the Psukim themselves, where it describes, and we read in when we say Shirat Hayam every day, right? V'yar Yisrael et hayad gedolah, and Yisrael saw the great hand of Hashem, right? And it says specifically, Asher Asa Hashem b'Mitzrayim, that Hashem did in Mitzrayim, v'yaru ha'am et Hashem, and the people feared Hashem, v'yaminu b'Hashem u'b'Moshe Avdo, and they believed in Hashem and in Moshe, his servant. So here the Psukim themselves point to the unbelievable reality that Hashem, showing his unbelievable strength in splitting the sea for us, that was a direct means of reinforcing our Amunah, of establishing our Amunah, right? It was through that act itself, the Aminu B'Hashem of the Moshe Avdo, that we established our faith in Hashem and in Moshe, his servant. So that's on a klali level. I would say on a personal level, I want to look into my own life, and I would say the Amunadika avoda that we should do for today is to examine my personal life and see, like, where are the examples of Kriyas Yamsuf in my life? Where are the times in my life where I felt stuck, where I felt blocked? And I needed a miracle. I felt, enclosed on one side by this and the tremendous block in front of me. And Hashem just split the sea from me. He just entirely my eyes and opened the way and was poret hadera, which is help me to push through to get to the other side. So what's going to empower my neshama today in Gvurah Shebenetzach is if I can relive my own personal kriyas yamsus, my own personal experiences of breakthroughs and where I really directly experienced Hashem's siyata d'shmaya in my life. I want to just also, just for a moment, recount a personal story. I had the schus, the merit of being, since I live, Baruch Hashem, I live in Eretz Yisrael. And I went just the other day, this week, to Kever Shimshon HaGibor. And there is probably no greater example in the Torah of a maverick, of someone who just broke through, right, all the barriers to save Klal Yisrael, literally. And he gave up his life to do so. And to daven at the kever, at the gravesite of Shimshon HaGibor, is such an empowering experience. And if you think of Shimshon, I mean, he literally sacrificed his life for the Jewish people. And there's probably, again, no greater example of someone who pushed through all of the blocks and broke through the chains that were holding him back and used that strength to bring a Yeshua for the entire nation. And I want to just share with you for a moment, there's a special tefillah that we say at the kever of Shimshon, and I think this is a beautiful tefillah and is very applicable to today in Gvurah Shebenetzach. I'm just going to read it very briefly for a couple of sentences and translate. So we're saying, and this is something, whether you're at the grave site of Shimshon himself, or this is the tefillah we could certainly say wherever we are. Ribono shel olam, Master of the universe, zakeni lihiot chazak kamohu mamash. Right? Allow me the merit to be strong like him, like Shimshon HaGibor, mamish. V'lehitkaber keneged kol haminiyot v'hakabdut. Right? And to overcome all of the obstacles and all of the kadut, all of the heaviness, all of the blocks that are holding me back. V'hotzieni mibeit ha'asurim, and free me from the place where I'm in prison, where I'm in jail. Beit ha'asurim bo ani nimsa. I find myself in a prison, I'm in jail. Lahatir oti mikavlei yadai v'raglai. Right, and remove from me from the ropes, the cables that are tying my hands and my feet. The shalshalot habarzel, and the iron chains that are like around my neck. Ubakoach Shimshon tishber me'alai kol hachomot, and with the strength of Shimshon HaTzadik, right, break from upon me all of the walls. Like kol hachomot hamasachim hamabdilim the hamafridim benenu, right, and help me to break from upon myself all of the walls, all of the masks, all of the mechitzas, the separations, everything that separates between us and Hashem, right, and please Hashem, this is really, this was a tefillah that I was able to actually say at the kever itself. But my suggestion for us as an avoda for today is, again, think about those times. We want to empower our neshama with gevurah, with strength. So think about those times where you were really ready to give up, and you were able to access a part of yourself that helped you to be mitgaber, that helped you to go on, that helped you to persevere, that helped you to endure. Because that's the chelek Elokai mimal. That's the Hashem inside of you. And that's what gives us this enduring quality to break through anything that holds us back. And my tefillah for us is, as I was able to say at the kever of Shimshon HaTzadik, Shimshon HaGibor, that we should all break through all of the blocks, all of the miniyot, all of the machsumim, anything that holds us back from strengthening our amunah and feeling Hashem's presence in our life. And in Yirtz Hashem, we'll have a strong and glorious, victorious day. All too.